Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of The Good, The Bad, The Ugly, the Juice Review Show brought to you by the Department of Inhaled Vapours. Now, the three I want to show you today are from Mad Mike's cereal range, Fantasy Fluids. The three we've got for you today, we have got Sinful, Flirty Pebbles, and last but not least, Dream Maker. Now, I've just got to stress for the record, as per normal, these juices I have not paid for. They were given to me for review purposes very kindly by Mad Mike himself when I met him at Vape Jam in London. All opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I've not been paid to do this review, blah 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 blah. I know it's a bit boring, but we've got to say this every time. Also, please remember, individual setups will alter the flavour. So what I'm getting might not necessarily be exactly what you guys get, depending on wattage, systems, coils, blah 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 blah. We all know the rest. Anyway, first one I'm going to try today is Dream Maker. Now, I'm not familiar with American cereals, being in the UK. We get a few of them over, but obviously not all of them, so I'm only going to be able to comment on exactly what I'm tasting, obviously. Weapon of choice today will be the IPv2, and that will be having a Flybone dual coiled to 0.4 on top. Alright, Dream Maker. Now these are Max VG. I think they're not quite sure if that's an 80-20 or 70-30 VG PG, but these are VG heavy. Ooh. I'm getting a very nice strawberry. Actually, a very nice strawberry with a kind of cereal corn flaky underbase. Does smell nice. This one is Zero Nick. I'm kind of hanging around the 6, well, the 3 and the 6 at the moment is what I seem to be getting down to. Right, we'll set up there. As you can see, vapor production top notch, as it was with the other premium juices that they release. Ooh, flavour wise is nice. No throat hit. There's no throat hit to that whatsoever. Flavour wise, very creamy. Straight away you get the kind of the corn flaky taste. But then also mixed in with that, you're getting the strawberries and a very like milky, creamy finish to it. The thing being was, after doing Mad Mike's Red-Headed Girl, I'm anticipating the strawberry was going to be good, and it is. The strawberry is really good, but it's a creamier version of it. And the corn flaky taste just blends in really nicely. It gives a bit of a contrast to the creamy sweet strawberries. That's nice. What am I doing this at? Well, I'm doing that at 37.5 at the moment, which is 4.1 volts. I'm going to go up a little bit. I'm going to go to 4.4 volts, which is 44.4 watts. Ooh. It's another juice, obviously for the high VG ones, they tend to do it anyway, that really adores the power. It even adds a kind of a little bit of a sugary texture to the actual cereal flavour in the background. Oh, that's nice. Strawberry, really juicy strawberry, and the cream mixed in with that as well, making a lovely combination. And I was saying, just taking the slightly bitter edge off that you get from the cornflakey, but the cornflakes, you're getting more of a sugary edge to them now as well. Oh, that could so easily be an all-day vape for me. And as you can see, it's a room filler. It's getting towards competition juice standards for the clouds, but you're keeping the flavour as well, which is always a godsend. Higher up, it's better blended. You're not really getting that much difference from the inhale to the exhale. It's all just this creamed strawberry cornflake, sugary cornflake goodness. That is really nice. This would quite happily go into my all-day rotation. I'll try that again in English. This would quite happily go into my all-day rotation. That is very, very nice. And I think if I did remember right, I'm seeing somewhere $16 for 30ml, and that is general quality juice. Yeah, grab it, guys. That's really nice. I'm going to have another go on that, and then I'll move on to the others. It's just the creamy strawberries are really nice to say. They're just nicely underscored with the actual cornflake flavour. No, I like that one. I like that one a lot. I'm going to give it a quick burn out, and I'll move on to the next one, which is Sinful. Now, they always say, basically, sign of a good juice is basically how much you've got left in the bottle and how quickly you've gone through it. Well, I've got about half a bottle there, and I started that 2 days ago. I've hammered this one. This is really nice. Smell from the bottle. This one's Zero Nick as well. There's a cornflake smell again. And obviously by the name of the title, you can just get this little whiff of cinnamon in there. Not quite sure on you can't really get the fruit from the smell, but you do get this kind of lightly spiced cornflake smell. There you go. Paint the wicks again. Put that back there. Alright. Already anticipating that the vapor production is going to be stonking. I shall go down first, actually. I shall go down a little bit further than I did on the last one, because normally I start a bit lower than that. Yeah, we're going down to 31 watts, which is 3.7 volts. Ooh. Once again, vapor production is superb. Throat hit, I'm not really, and also with the first one, I'm not actually getting a throat hit. Mind you, high VG does kind of a lot of the throat hit out. Oh, but flavour wise again, this one's a little bit more separated out. What you're getting on the inhale is a blue raspberry, but it's been slightly spiced. It's not been overspiced. It's an addition. It's not there to overpower. Of cinnamon, so you've got this kind of warm blue raspberry, which is really nice. And the exhale is kind of where the cornflakey cereal taste comes through. The cornflakey cereal taste does last a long time. I can still taste it. It's one of those ones that afterwards you're like, To be fair, it's kind of making me a little bit hungry. I know got that. I'll go up a little bit before I do. Right, I've got up to 38 watts. Oh. Hang on. The blue raspberry comes through a lot more higher up. And you do get a kind of milky cornflake taste now at the end. So it's just a little bit of cinnamon. The little bit of cinnamon just kind of makes it, and it also makes it a little bit different. Because everyone's got a blue raspberry one, everyone's got a cereal one, everyone's got a blueberry cereal. But that little bit of cinnamon just gives that little bit of bite. Not enough to make you hack your lungs out your head, but just enough to add a little bit of difference to the flavour. Oh, that's nice. The cereal edge to that does kind of make that with that little bit of cinnamon. Right, I'm going to go up to 46 watts. Oh, gotta admit, as kind of been to expect, that the cinnamon does really come out higher up, but does still go really nicely with the blueberry, raspberry, the blueberry, the blue raspberry. Kind of killed a little bit of the cereal taste at the end of it. That kind of made that a little bit burnt, so that's a little bit too high up. So right about mid-range for this one is very nice. Another one, once again, I could quite happily put into my rotation. Oh, that's nice. The aftertaste, the actual cereal, the kind of milky cereal aftertaste you get, yeah, it does make you hungry. You will be having bowls of cereal after this. Right, a little blowout. We'll go on to the last one, Flirty Pebbles. Now, like I said before, being English, I don't get a lot of what you guys get for cereals over there in the States. So, Flirty Pebbles, I'm not sure if that's the actual name of an actual cereal over there or what. Do you know what? Me and Childproof, yeah, there we go. We're not friends. Right, here we go. Let's have a quick sniff. I know what it smells like. I can't quite put my finger on it at the moment. Hang on. Let's have a little splat on it. There we go. Alright, we'll take that right down to start off with. And the IPV actually wakes up. There we go. We've gone back to 31.5 watts. Ooh. It's very sugary. And very lemony. Cool. It's nice. It's a bit limey as well. It's unusual for what I would have considered as a cereal one. Cool. The lime that's in this really does make the mouth water. Cool. And it's so sugary. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. We've got it over here. They're like we get them as sweets over here. We get a bag, and they're all multicoloured, and they're all like puffed up Rice Krispies, but they're all been really heavily OD'd on the food colouring in this bag of sweets. It just reminds me of that. Just getting a mouthful of them. It's the sugariness of it, and there's a lot of sugar taste in this. Kind of offsets the lemon and the limey taste that you get, but it does go very well. Throat hit is a little bit more on this one, but I'm putting that mainly down to the citrusy flavours, but it is a mouthwater. Doesn't do get the cereal taste at the end. Oh yeah, sorry, just excuse me. IVG, runny nose syndrome. But you do get the cereal taste in it, and it does kind of go. There's another flavour in there, and I can't pinpoint it. Peach? I might be way off on that one, but I'm just getting a bit of a peachy aftertaste. But it doesn't taste like a cereal one. You know, so it's more like I say the Rice Krispie sweetie bags that you can get, which are all brightly coloured and God knows how many E numbers in the actual colourings. But that's nice. Now I'm going to raise this up. I'll go and raise it all the way up on this one actually. Right, we've got 44 watts. Total fogger. Cereal aspect of it, more of a Rice Krispie one I'm getting with this one. But you're still kind of getting that lemony, limey inhale. It's a weird combination, but it does work. I'm still kind of getting a little bit of peach. But I don't care. It's lovely. Well, what can I say about that? That is a very, very well-rounded cereal range that Mad Mike has produced there. And personally, I'd just like to thank Danny Baker for introducing me to Mad Mike while we were at Vape Jam, and a big thank you to Mad Mike for all the juices he gave me so we could have a little play with it. So, on behalf of myself, Darren Stone, head of the Department of Inhaled Vapours, I'd like to wish you all a very good afternoon, and I'll hopefully be speaking to you again soon. Goodbye.